After a tough setback at the hands of the Goldbacks, the Cats rolling yet again. 2 straight wins against Pine Bush and Washingtonville has Warwick at 13-1 in the best shape they've been this whole millennium, believe it or not. I'm Vito Fernandez on the call, joined by Drew Borner. And Drew, very special day for you. Tell the audience about what you've just achieved.
I came into Wagner yesterday for football. I'm really excited for the opportunity. Thankful. Thanking everyone in Warwick. It's helped me get there. But we're not focused on that. We're focused on this Warwick team tonight. So really excited what the Cats can do tonight. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. So Warwick coming into a massive matchup against Monroe-Woodbury. Monroe, one of the best teams in the section. This is not going to be an easy game by any stretch of the imagination. Drew, what do the Cats need to do tonight?
First off, they got to start off well. Defense has played really good in past few games, but they struggle to put up points. They got to put up points early. They can get 20 points in the first quarter. They're going to be really hard to beat. Second off, they need to do well in transition. They've been really sloppy in transition. They've done well rebounding, but they've given the ball up a lot in the transition game, and they need to stop doing that tonight for them to win. Lastly, they just have to play 32 minutes of their game. Warwick's been dominant so far this year, 14-1, one of the hottest teams in Section 9. They got to play their game of basketball tonight if they want to beat Monroe-Woodbury tonight.
We saw the team collapse down the stretch against Newburgh, a game they could have won. They certainly will have to close it tonight. And if they're looking to close, Drew, who's the player that's got to step up in the big moments?
It's going to be senior guard Jacob Gonzalez. Jacob's been kind of shadowed really this year. Other players have been, putting on great numbers and stuff like that, but Jacob's really going to have to step up for them tonight. Leading the team in assists, he's a flashy player, and it's going to be really exciting to see what he can do tonight for the Cats.
Gonzalez, such a viable option, such an underrated threat on the Cats team this year. We'll see if he can step up. Vito Fernandez, Drew Borner, bringing you the call momentarily.
Everyone knows using drugs is bad for you. Despite this, over 90,000 people are killed by them each year. 90% of teenagers have claimed to have an experience with peer pressure, and I'm confident you will know someone who has been as well. This being said, drugs will negatively affect your physical health, social health, and much more. An organization called Hope Haven seeks to improve the amount of substance abuse in America. By working with them, we can make that happen. Always keep it positive by making the right choice.
Here we go. Tip-off happened a moment ago. Cats got their starting 5 out there. We'll bring you that graphic in a minute. But now Jacob Gonzalez, our key player, has the ball, getting things rolling for Warwick. Gets back from Neal. Now he's going to drive in, looking for someone. Gets Rodriguez rather. Back to Jacob, and there's the layup.
Yeah, it was a great finish there by
let's go. I'll cut you off. Starting 5, Jacob Gonzalez, Kyron, Shane McAuliffe, 1, 2, and 3. Johnny Lupkovich and Harrison Neal front court, all seniors. This is the usual starting 5. Big-time players for the Cats as there's a 3-pointer from Monroe. Rims out. Cats get the ball.
Oh, good there, Theo. Warwick started off hot there. I know we touched on it earlier in the pregame there. Starting off hot, scoring points first was definitely really important for the Cats here, starting off strong. Great finish by Jacob, and then tremendous pass by Skyler right while he was driving in.
Here's Neal looking for something, runs into the corner, kicks at Johnny Lupkovich, who finds McAuliffe. Shane McAuliffe whipping it around. Harrison almost lost on the dribble. Shot clock down to 8. They got to do something. Gonzalez drive to the hole, reverse layup, no good. Johnny Lupkovich fighting for the rebound and throws it away. Okay, here's Monroe-Woodbury running the break. Laid up and in by number 24, Christopher Pearson there.
And a careless mistake there by Skyrod.
Not a good move. That gives Monroe the ball right back. Minute and a half in, 2-2. Interesting start so far to this one.
Yeah, I know we touched on the turnovers in transition, but that was just a careless turnover.
Yeah, it
right off the start.
Counts in transition. You just can't give the ball away. It goes without saying. There's the shot by Pearson, no good. His own man gets the miss, and Johnny recovers.
Yeah, great job by Harrison there, poking that ball loose.
Harrison Neal, Jacob Gonzalez. Gonzalez drive to the hole, soars in. our key player with 4 quick ones tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Jacob's probably the best finisher at the rim that you'll probably see in Section 9. I mean, he just elevates up to the rim, and he finishes almost every single basket.
And Shane McAuliffe pokes it free. Gonzalez has it now, thrown to Harrison Neal, blocked at the rim. Johnny Lefkovich recovers, three-pointer no good. That was number 33, Kyle McDermott on the block. And now the Crusaders trying to get it past half court.
Yeah, it was a tremendous block there by Kyle McDermott. Great job by him getting in position. Harrison going up for it. He times it perfectly and blocks it off the glass. But great pressure by Jacob there in the backcourt. Skyler, right up in the player's face, but you'll see all night tonight.
Cats leading this one 4-2 with 5.5 to play in the first, as there's a miss by Crusaders. It's a 3. Skyler Rodriguez, no good. Johnny active on the boards early, gets the miss. Now here's Shane McAuliffe. He's going to reset and give to Lefkovich. Then a fresh 30 on the shot clock, so a lot of time. Corner 3, Shane McAuliffe, nothing but net. Cats up 5.
Great ball movement by the Cats there. Shane open shot in the corner. He won't miss any of those shots. Great shot by Shane.
He has been excellent all year, and he really, scoring-wise, has come from not out of nowhere because he was always doing stuff, but he's taken it to another level as Monroe-Woodbury cuts it to 3.
Yeah, great shot there by Daryl Davis. In pressure in his face, and puts up a great shot.
Okay, Gonzalez driving, looking for something, runs baseline kick. Beautiful give to Johnny Lefkovich, who nets the mid-range jumper.
Yeah, Jacob on fire so far to start this first quarter. Finds Johnny. Johnny rolls right down to the edge of the rim and finishes a great jumper.
Okay, so now Monroe-Woodbury gets it past half court. It's 9-4. They have time to set the offense. Let's see what they can draw up. Harrison Neal pokes it free, but it goes out of bounds.
Great pressure by Warwick here. You can see they're really amped up, playing well. Off to a 9-4 lead right now. All the momentum's in their hands right now.
It's rec basketball night. The stands look pretty full. Me and Drew were talking pregame, like, where are all the people? Well, they're here now, and it's gotten loud early.
Yeah, it was definitely an early start. I mean, the JV game went quicker than expected, but glad to see that people are here tonight to support Youth Night.
John Carlos Mendoza misses a 3. Rebound Gonzalez. Cats looking to do something fast. A lot of active movement, and it goes off the leg of McAuliffe. Crusader ball.
Yeah, maybe a little too much there by Shane, trying to drive in, but unlucky. He goes off his shin and out. Monroe ball, but
into the game for the Cats, Josiah Jones. Johnny Lefkovich takes a seat, and we've got some pressure being applied by McAuliffe as the Crusaders try to cross half court. How about that give? Beautiful find, and number 24, that's Christopher Pearson, could not get it in. Rebound Warwick. Mackey directing traffic, calling play. Here's Neal. Gonzalez in the triple threat, finds Harrison Neal. 3-pointer, he pops and he gets to go. 12-4 Warwick on top early.
Great job by Warwick, starting off hot, shooting from the 3 and just shooting from the field, but it's good to get these shots falling early. Great momentum for them to keep going in this game.
Just over 3 minutes to play in this quarter. Cats up 8. There's the fast start we were talking about, as the Crusaders can't answer. Neal with the miss, grabs the miss rather.
Warwick's probably one of the best rebounding teams you'll see in basketball in this area. Johnny's dominant rebounding, Harrison using his height.
Shane McAuliffe for 3. Cats all running away with it early, 15-4. What a start for Warwick. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I was just saying how, rebounding, great job shooting from the 3. And I mean, Shane probably took a 3-pointer probably three feet from the 3-point line, and he makes it look so easy. I mean, the kid does not miss any open shot, even a contested shot. The kid, it's just cash money is what people would say.
Absolutely beautiful. Back to what you said about rebounding. The Cats this year have grabbed almost 40% of the possible offensive rebounds. So if there's a rebound there, there's a 40% chance that they are going to pull it down, get themselves a second chance opportunity, and that's really what's made them so successful this year.
I mean, that's
close to they almost have a 50-50
Yeah.
shot of grabbing an offensive rebound, not just a rebound,
Yeah.
just an offensive
I mean,
rebound.
that's absolutely absurd. Like at any level of basketball to be doing that. And look, you see the guys out there. They are not the tallest team. You know, they're outsized by even these Crusaders. Like, it's just absurd what they're able to do.
I mean, yeah, you know, they put Johnny, Josiah, and Harrison. You know, you got probably 3 players over 6'1", but I mean, some of the smaller guys too. Jacob will go up and grab a rebound as well. Shane will get a scrappy rebound, but they're just well-rounded in the rebounding department, which you could say.
Okay, so back to the action. Monroe wants an answer. Air balls a 3 off the timeout. Mendoza was nowhere near close, wasn't even tipped, so Warwick gets the ball.
Yeah, I mean, Mendoza, you know, just trying to do a little too much there, trying to, you know, a little fancy there, just, you know, Monroe's just got to set something up, you know, get something, you know, simplify this game. Warwick is just dominating them so far.
Okay, here's Medeiros. Looking for someone, had it poked away on the pass, stays on this end. Mendoza is a name we'll be calling a lot. He is 6'1", junior, one of the best juniors in the section probably. And he is a big player, trying to put his print on the game. Here's McAuliffe now. Driving in, there's 8 points for Shane McAuliffe, and the Cats have a 12-point lead with 2 minutes to go in the first.
Yeah, it was a great job by Shane there, you know. Just a little dribbles, getting around his defender. Great job by Latrell here to grab this rebound.
We saw the layup just straight up missed. McAuliffe thought about popping. That could have been a dagger early on. Instead gives Medeiros. Gives to Neal. Josiah Jones. Settling it into some ball movement. McAuliffe. How about that pump fake shot? No good. And the Crusaders finally get a stop.
Great ball movement by Warwick. And if Shane hit that, this gym would have went crazy.
It would have. Instead, the Crusaders had a chance to enter the camp. 17-4 your score, 13-point lead for Warwick with a minute and a half to play.
Yeah, I mean, another great rebound by Harrison there. You know, just going up, grabbing the rebound. Not even a chance for Monroe to grab it. And great roll by Josiah.
I think he might have had it deflected on the release, and Crusaders looking for something. I don't know how that ball wasn't out of bounds. I think everyone thought it was. Refs never called it, so they reset the offense. Here's McDermott. 3-point attempt, no good. Rebound by Monroe-Woodbury. How about Harrison on the block? He was called for a foul? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I thought he got all ball, but, you know, ref saw something else. But, oh, I think, you know what, they called the foul on Jonah, actually. So
Okay, yeah.
We're all overreacting. It was a block, but I think Jonah
That was a great block.
got his wrist a little bit, yeah.
He just got up there, you know, swatted it.
Yeah, that was on Harrison. That was, but, you know.
Okay.
But it was on Jonah, I'm pretty sure. I think they signaled over 1-3, but.
Okay, here's the first free throw from Christopher Pearson. He's averaging 10 points to go along with 4 boards, second leading scorer on this team, actually. Another junior. This is a team that has a lot of juniors. Not going to be losing that many players from next year's team. So Monroe-Woodbury is certainly a force to be reckoned with in the coming future.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at their roster, they have almost 8 juniors on this team.
Right.
And 4 of them are seniors.
Yeah.
And there's no underclassmen, but I mean, if you look at the Warwick roster, you lose, you know, it sucks to say, but you lose your whole entire starting lineup and most of your bench too. So it's going to be, you know, probably a rebounding year for Warwick next year when Monroe can, you know, keep this team and they'll be developed even one more year under their belt playing varsity basketball.
Bad pass thrown by the Cats allowed the Crusaders to get out in transition, foul called. 38 seconds to go, 17-5, not 16-5. Warwick has been off to a dominant start.
Yeah, I mean, two quick fouls there by Jonah. He's, you know, just got to be careful. You know, try to get straight up, get in front of the defender, but he was moving a little bit more than you know, everyone thought. But you know, he's got to be careful. You know, fouls can rack up easily in this sport, and you know, you can go from 1 to 3 in a matter of 2 minutes.
Quick release there from Christopher Pearson, who got it to go. He's had a hot start tonight as he cuts it to a 9-point game. Cats can now hold for the last shot of the quarter. Gonzalez. He wants someone to pass to, gets to Lepkovich. Down to 15 to play. Now Gonzalez. Down to 7 seconds. Got to do something. He's going to drive to the whole block. Stays on this end. Clock stops with 3 seconds to go.
Yeah, you know, Jacob maybe doing a little too much, trying to draw a foul. I thought he might have drew a foul there, but, you know, it's not
Quick
mine.
motion, Jonah Medeiros. He's got to shoot a pump fake. Long two-pointer, no good. Buzzer sounds. So an excellent start for the Cats. 17-8 your score through one period. We'll be back with the second quarter of action.
Nature is a beautiful thing, but as humans have been ruining our planet. It is safe to say that without trees, humans would not be alive. Deforestation is a problem all over the world, and we need to find an alternative method. We need help. New York State Forest Action Plan is planning on restoring our forests. This organization is planning on completing their plan in 10 years. Do your part by helping stop deforestation. Visit dec.ny.gov today.
And we are back for the second period. Huddle breaks there. Warwick in high spirits going into this quarter.
Second quarter. You said second period, but
Second
quarter.
Yeah, we're not playing the hockey here. Kind of wish we were.
I wish, you know, hockey, but
Yeah.
basketball. Game of basketball being played here tonight, but
What are the odds Rico would install an ice rink for us? What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, that'd be actually pretty cool to have on campus, but
That gym unit would be so fun too.
yeah, you know,
Yeah,
maybe
get
learn
out
to
of
skate or something, but
Yeah.
we're getting too ahead of ourselves here.
Okay, back to the present. Mendoza drive. Had to deflect. No, it goes off Mendoza. Warwick takes over.
Yeah, great job by Latrell there, you know, get in front, gets his hands out, you know, playing great defense, and, you know, gets the tip off Mendoza. Oh, I'm sorry, Davis, I should say.
Yes. Okay. Mackey urgently calling for a timeout there as Josiah Jones looked back into a corner and to talk things over with 7:40 to go, very early in the second quarter. Drew, what have you seen from the Cats so far tonight?
I mean, they're just doing, you know, everything that we said so far. You know, put up 17 points, not 20 points in the first quarter, which, you know, we highlighted in pregame. Just got to start off fast, and they did. I mean, they were off to like a 10-4 lead early on, I think 12-4 lead. Now it's, you know, 17-8, and, you know, they're still battling. Monroe's giving them a battle, but, I mean, they're doing everything well so far. They're shooting well to start off the game, which is something, you know, the Cats haven't done in a few games. You know, I don't think they've missed from three yet. Jonah missed a little jumper before the quarter ended, but, I mean, they're shooting perfect from three. They're moving the ball around well. Everyone's, you know, communicating well. So it's just great to see so far that, you know, the Cats are, you know, they're really hitting every single key that, you know, we've talked about so far, and, you know, that Coach Mackey's definitely, you know, installed in them to start off a game.
You know, I've gotten the scoring quarter scoring breakdowns from Coach, and we'll get back to this in a second as Latrello's to inbound. Finds Josiah Jones, pump fake, layup, gets it to go. You know, I've gotten the scoring breakdowns from Coach. First quarter, they very often outplay the team. Second quarter, they always give up a lot of points. You know, they squander some of the lead they have. So it'll be key to go into the half with a commanding lead of this game as Mendoza drive, floater gets to go.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. You know, it's definitely, you know, you want to keep the momentum going every single quarter. I mean, you know, first quarter they started off well, and they started off well so far. You know, it's early in the second quarter, but that's something, you know, they've definitely highlighted on in practice that, you know, the second quarter, it's got to be the same intensity as the first quarter.
Right, 32 minutes of basketball. That's exactly what Coach Mackey told us. Shane McAuliffe, corner three. That's his spot. Usually can't get down to fall. Josiah Jones fights for the rebound. And now Latrell Willis puts it in. Cats back up double digits.
Yeah, great job by Latrell, though. You know, little mess down below, but, you know, finds his way through and gets the shot up.
Oh, he wants a foul. Yeah, Mendoza really wants a foul there. Doesn't get it. He travels. Warwick takes it over. Minute and a half into this quarter, and they are picking up right where they left off. Carson Neal to inbound, gets it to McAuliffe. Back to Neal, facing some pressure. They easily clear half court. And now Shane McAuliffe thought about popping a three. Instead, he's going to try to work, almost lost it. Here's Skylar Rodriguez. Out to Jacob. Halfway through the shot clock, 15 to work with. How about that fake pass? Harrison Neal sets Gonzalez up perfectly, can't get the layup.
Yeah, you know, great ball movement. Warwick beats the press by Monroe. But, you know, they've started off strong so far. Unlucky by Jacob, you know, not to get the shot to fall, but and then a great layup there by McDermott.
McDermott, he's a nice player. 6 points, 5 boards. He's a force down low. You see his size, you know, 6'5", 200 pounds. It's a big guy out there for Monroe as the Willis loses it. All right, so here's Mendoza. Into the corner, that lucky to get it out, and there's a three-pointer up and missed by Pearson. Fighting for the rebound now, McDermott. Oh, he couldn't get both layups to go, so 3 total missed layups by the Crusaders. And they did get the timeout off, okay. Yeah, you know, that was number 12, Eric Estrada on the ground with the ball, who's able to call a timeout. 6'3" junior there. So Warwick up 9, but Monroe has the ball with a chance to cut it down.
Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't know if Monroe, the coach, was about to get the timeout because the ref closest to us, he didn't call the timeout, but the ref at the baseline, you know, he blew the whistle, but the ref over here didn't blow the whistle. So I wasn't sure if they were giving the jump ball or they were giving the timeout. But I mean, I heard the timeout call, but Monroe definitely, you know, a good timeout by them. Just, you know, stop this game a little bit. You know, stop Warwick's, you know, momentum that they have in this game. You know, talk something up, draw something up.
Yeah. You know, 21-12. You see the Cats there, and now you see Monroe. What are you telling them if you're Coach Jim Hahn for the Crusaders?
You know, just gotta say they just gotta set you know, their plays up, really. I mean, it's been kind of, you know, wishy-washy by them here. You know, they've gotten rebounds. They've done well. They got a couple points off, you know, offensive rebounds. But, I mean, they haven't really set up any plays. I mean, you see Warwick, when they get the ball in transition, they break the press, they make a pass, get over half court, and they wait for everyone to come out, and they set something up. And the ball movement is just immaculate by Warwick. So, Monroe's just really got to get into this game.
Mendoza was left wide open for a corner three there. Could not get it to fall. And now Jacob Gonzalez will slow things down yet again for the Cats. Here's Gonzalez. Oh, threw it a little too high for Harris Neal. Was tipped, and he'll stay on this end now.
Yeah, I mean, sloppy pass there by Jacob. You know, not a pass something you don't see often from Jacob, but, you know, just gotta, you know, that pass should be easy.
Harris Neal turnaround jumper at the elbow, no good. And the Crusaders throw a long outlet pass. Harris Neal blocks it, though, and McAuliffe runs the other way. This transition opportunity for Warwick, and McAuliffe's fouled. He'll head to the line for 2.
Yeah, great job by Shane there, you know, seeing the hole, takes it, draws the foul, and gets 2 shots here.
With 3 minutes into this quarter, it's been low scoring so far. Not a ton of action, but the Cats hang on to a 9-point lead so far. McAuliffe.
Johnny checking in here. Sorry to overstep you there. First shot is good by McAuliffe.
Yeah, he is an excellent free throw shooter usually. I believe he shoots at around 80%. Gets the ball. Sets for his second shot, trying to stretch it to an 11-point lead. That one, nothing but net. And Warwick up by 4 scores right now. In great shape. Okay, so here is number 24, Christopher Pearson. Couldn't get that to go. And now Jacob Gonzalez runs the other way. McAuliffe going to settle into it. Back to Gonzalez. Jacob Gonzalez going to drive. Got a look, finds on Shane McAuliffe. Gets it. That was a beautiful pass. McAuliffe couldn't nail the corner 3, and Crusaders run it the other way. There's number 1, Liam Gallagher. Almost lost the ball, recovers, and gets it to his teammate. Now Chris Pearson. Defense chance breaking out in the Warwick bench. Pearson driving. Pull-up jumper misses, and McDermott fights for the board. Can't get that to fall either. Pearson, another layup, no. And Warwick got bailed out there by the string of misses. Jacob Gonzalez the other way.
Yeah, I mean, sloppy play from Monroe there. You know, get 3 wide open layups right from rebounds, and you just can't get it to fall. That's something they've got to get going here. I mean, just the easy points by them is just really going to hurt them in this game.
Yeah, Gonzalez took it right to the hole off the miss, and the Cats are up by 13. Pearson is not getting a shot to fall right now. Jacob Gonzalez has it, runs into double coverage, travels. Yep, that was a clear call there. And that's a turnover in transition, the kind that Mackey did not want to see tonight.
Yeah, I mean, unlucky from Jacob there. Great defense by number 1, Hewitt, but did a great job getting in front of Jacob, stopping him from, getting an easy layup there. But, I mean, just sloppy from Jacob.
Number 13, Bryce Williams with the ball, working on Gonzalez. Gets straight past him. Kick out to his man in the corner who couldn't get it to fall. And Shane McAuliffe, of all people, grabbing the miss for Warwick. Okay, here is Harrison Neal. Johnny Lefkovich has the ball now. 4 different Cats have been involved on this possession. Skylar Rodriguez trying to cook. Kick out, McAuliffe. Shot clock still has 13 seconds to go. They're moving it around nicely. Here's Gonzalez. Now he's got to work. 5 seconds. Right to the hole and in. Jacob Gonzalez is on a roll tonight. I believe that gives him 10 points on the game.
Yeah, great finish by Jacob there.
Okay, now the steal. Johnny Lefkovich after the bad pass to Gonzalez. Another lay-in. He is living in the paint so far. The Cats are up 29-12. Wow.
Yeah, great job by Jacob there, using his athleticism to finish at the rim. I mean, he's just being their best player so far for Warwick tonight. Just complete dominance from Jacob.
Mendoza called for the charge. For a second, I thought he traveled. Regardless, Cats taking over. And what a run they are on right now. 29-12, still the score.
Yeah, I mean, great job by Shane there, getting in position, setting for the charge. It's just great to see, jumping up with joy there, He's been trying really hard so far this year to, draw some charges for his team, get the other team in foul trouble, and he gets it done there. Great job by Shane.
Now Gonzalez, we've crossed the 2-minute mark in this second quarter.
Make a move.
Josiah Jones now going to drive, turn around, and can't get it in the post. Rebound, Jonah Medeiros. Now Gonzalez. He walks into a double team, throws it off a Crusader leg, and it stays on the scent.
Yeah, great job by Jacob there, tipping that a little bit. Then Jonah tipped it again. Jacob gets the rebound. But, I mean, great rebound again from Warwick here.
All right, so now to inbound is going to be Gonzalez. I'm putting him on there. He's the lead assister. He's a very good passer on this team. And he gives it to Medeiros, gives it right back to Gonzalez. Shot clock down to 7. He's going to drive. Straight to the hole, little short hit rim. Fresh shot clock for the Cats after the rebound. Harrison Neal, was he called for a charge? Yes, he was. Yep.
Very close call there. I don't know. Let's hope Harrison's okay, holding that shoulder a little bit.
Yeah. Looks like Latrell Willis is going to sub in for him. He'll take a breather. It was a tough play, bang call, and the ref made what he thought was the right decision. Not going to hit on that. And now Warwick is going to press the Crusaders as they cross half court. 3-pointer is going to be missed by number 21, Brayton Dosher. But a second chance opportunity from McDermott. That's where he lives on the boards.
Yeah, great job by McDermott there, getting a quick rebound, finishing the ball, good for him to, get that going. He's been struggling a little bit from that putback, you could say.
Under a minute to play now, 55 seconds as we speak. Latrell Willis gives it to Josiah. And Jones looking for someone to dump it off to, finds Gonzalez. Scott Rodriguez back in the game after a lengthy stint on the bench through a pass out of bounds. And Crusaders have the ball.
Yeah, I mean, Skylar, just trying to get the ball in, unlucky. A little bit too much on it, but Warwick's still dominating here. And a charge by Jacob.
A lot of charges. We've had 3 this half. That one goes against Zachary Kulick, a junior guard. And Warwick can hold for the last shot now with 34 seconds to play.
Yeah, it's something you don't see often. 3 charges in the first half of a game.
Right.
You might see 3 charges in the whole entire game, but
Charges are fun plays. I always love seeing charges called. I mean, for a defender, get in position, take the hit. You love to see it.
yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of the hardest things to almost master, you could say,
Right.
just getting set in
Jacob
position.
Gonzalez right to the hole.
And one.
And one. Clock keeps running, but he drew the foul. 31-14 right now, and Monroe-Woodbury is in shambles, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, quick movement by Jacob there, and I mean, one dribble and he's already at the top of the rim. Great finish by Jacob, and I mean, this is the Jacob Gonzalez show, you could say, tonight.
Right. Shows a good night to pick him as the key player because he is having a possible career night, honestly, with the way he is putting points on the board. Missing the end one, though. Okay, 15 seconds. Here is the Monroe-Woodbury attack. They're looking for at least something to lighten the blow. 7 seconds, down to 4. McDermott has it. He has to hoist up a 3, no good. Rebound McAuliffe, who throws up a full court shot. It actually almost goes in. That would have been sick. So 31-14, the score at the half. Warwick is dominating this game right now. We'll see if Monroe-Woodbury has an answer.
The ecosystem is being destroyed by the commercial fishing industry. Worldwide, 30% of fish species are overfished. 100 million sharks are killed annually every year alone. If this continues, the oceans will soon be empty. Become a member of Save the Fish today. Only you can help stop overfishing. Donate, volunteer, and teach to protect our endangered species. Visit www.savethefish.org to learn more.
Second half of action, Theodore Fernandez, Drew Borner on the call. Drew, we knew the Cats were a good team. We knew that they had talent, they could play well, but I do not think we expected this kind of start to the game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is probably one of the best games they've played so far, or at least games that they started this well so far this season. I mean, Monroe's a great team. You know, it's probably, I don't know if it's a divisional game. I know, you know, they're both AA schools.
Both
so
AA, yeah.
It's a divisional game, but I mean, this is just great for them to, you know, hopefully get a divisional win under their belt. You know, it's great, you know, coming in with seeding and stuff like that. You know, keep a home court advantage in the playoffs. Hopefully, if they can get that #1 seed. But I mean, it's just they're dominating so far this game.
31-14 the score as we open up the second half. Did the Cats get fouled? Yeah, I believe Monroe-Woodbury picked up a foul early on. So 17-point lead, and the Crusaders need to go on a run in this quarter if they want to be competitive here. All right, McAuliffe is going to give to Johnny Lepkovich. Back to McAuliffe. Was there music playing in the arena?
Yeah, I think
Josiah Jones missed oh, that was a tough hit. Josiah Jones missed the 3. Yeah, I was getting distracted by the music. It's like country music playing in the arena. And the Cats are going to inbound underneath.
I think they got the music under control.
Yeah, we're good. Back in for some basketball. No distractions now. Here's Johnny. Sal Rodriguez nearly threw it away. A couple of rough passes from him tonight, but Gonzalez recovers, draws the foul. Almost had the end one. He'll shoot 2 at the line.
Yeah, you know, a little careless there from Skyrod. Pass goes through, and then Jacob, you know, does what he does best. Tries to finish at the rim and draws 2 shots.
All right, here is Jacob. He has been really the key player for the Cat. We highlighted him as our literal key player, but he's been the guy for Warwick tonight. Yeah,
I don't think Jacob stepped off the court at all. I don't even think for 20 seconds. I mean, he's been on the court the whole entire time.
You might be right about that. You really might. I mean, he's been everywhere, offensively and defensively. Can't get the free throws to fall, though. And the Crusaders now are going to settle in for what they hope is a good offensive quarter.
Yeah, I mean, Jacob's definitely probably their second best defender behind Skyrod. But I mean, he's up there in an argument with Skyrod for probably the best defender on this team.
Yeah, the value he adds to the squad, even though he hasn't been scoring it this year for the most part, is just absurd. Shane McCall, 3-pointer, no good. Rebound is fought for and secured by the Cats. Multiple players were able to get it to Josiah Jones. No scoring yet this half, a minute and a half into it. Here's Josiah. Gonna drive. Whips it out to Skylar Rodriguez. 3-pointer there. Warwick up by 20.
Yeah, great pass by Josiah there, and Skyrod. Big 3 to start this second half for him.
Okay, here is Jaden Nazir. Guarded by McAuliffe. Now give to Pearson. Chris Pearson. Kick McDermott. And now Mendoza. Skylar Rodriguez was all over him. Dump off McDermott, had it knocked away by Johnny. Skylar Rodriguez pull-up jumper, no good. And Crusaders now have transition. And there's the easy lay-in for Jaden Desir. Another junior on the squad, averaging 5 a night, and that's the first bucket of the half for either team. Oh, another steal, Desir. Straight to the hole yet again. So 4 quick points for Monroe.
Yeah, something you don't want to do, Warwick here, starting off with 4 quick points by Monroe.
Jacob, tough shot. Couldn't get it to fall, and Mendoza has the miss. Monroe-Woodbury, another transition opportunity. McDermott lays it in, and there's a 6-0 run to start the half. 3 minutes in, and it's down to a 14-point game.
Warwick's got to, step it up here a little bit in this second half. Just, a little sloppy coming out of the break.
Okay, here is Gonzalez. Inside, and Josiah was fouled. Okay, so it's going to be Jacob Gonzalez inbounding. And he's going to look for someone to get it to. How about that, Johnny Lefkovich? 3-point attempt, no good. And there's the rebound grabbed by Darrell Davis. Active hands from Jacob Gonzalez. He poked it away and knocked it off the leg of Pearson. Wildcat ball.
And there's the defense from Jacob that we've been talking about all night tonight. I mean, he's so active when he's on defense. Hands are always moving, feet are always moving. Great job of him. Gets a little tip in and goes off the Monroe-Woodbury player. Great move by Harrison.
Working on McDermott, lays it in. 16-point game yet again.
Yeah, Harrison showing you why he's one of the best players in Section 9. Crossover move, 2 dribbles, finishes with the contact. Yeah, great finish by Harrison.
And there's a foul. Monroe got a little anxious in their full court press. Got whistled. That's the 4th of the half. Cats almost in the bonus already.
Yeah, a couple quick fouls by Monroe there. Something you don't want to do starting this 3rd quarter. Players get into foul trouble really easily.
Harris now going to inbound, and their one was nearly stolen away. So the Monroe-Woodbury press has done a good job of hitting home. They've pulled away some steals, causing some of their points this half. But yeah, the fouls could be a problem, and there's another one called.
Yo, guys, you guys got to actually screen. Actually screen, seal your man, come back to it.
So we're
Be strong. You need to
4
get
minutes
back.
into the quarter. We have 12 minutes in this half, and Warwick is almost in the bonus already.
Come back to it, Johnny.
Yeah, that's just crazy to say. But Warwick kind of struggling a little bit here in the 3rd quarter. Kind of break that press. A couple turnovers. They've beaten it a little bit, but they just couldn't really get out of the press there.
Harrison kneeled to the hole. Layup almost went missed, and McDermott fights for it, calls a timeout. We see him, go down, get the ball, immediately call for it. So we're 4 minutes into the half, as we said. Warwick is up by 16 points. They've done a good job staying on top, but it also looks like Monroe-Woodbury is feeling a little more confident, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you could see, Monroe's kind of, pick it up here, a couple quick points, a couple quick fouls by them. Kind of unlucky by them, but there's definitely, it's definitely a different Monroe team that you can see from the first half to the second half now. But Monroe's battling, Warwick's battling. It's been a great game so far. But I mean, Warwick's just kind of, got to step it up to what they were doing in the first half. They want to, pull away with this.
Yeah, we saw both the huddles there. Both teams looking at it. I mean, Monroe-Woodbury, the players look tired, but not defeated yet. Plenty of basketball left to be played here tonight. Set to inbound is going to be number 13, Bryce Williams. He's going to give it to Mendoza. Cat's going to ease up a little on the press. And Skylar Rodriguez gets right to his assignment on Mendoza. He's just not allowing an inch defensively. Mendoza the star player, but has to pass it up yet again here tonight. 3-pointer up and missed. McDermott, the board, got it to go. He has lived in the paint, grabbing misses tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell right there, you know, Skylar up in the defender's face. You know, he's always moving, just like we've been saying about Jacob, and, you know, showing why he's one of the best defenders on this team. I mean, McDermott, the rebound fell almost right to him, right to his face. And, you know, puts up the easy layup for the points.
Gonzalez feed inside Harrison Neal. Oh, had it stripped away, and now Monroe's going to run the break 3-on-2. Mendoza takes it himself and was blocked by Lupkovich. Skylar Rodriguez recovers the ball, throws a long pass. Harrison Neal recovers it, well thrown. Johnny Lupkovich now is going to be fouled, and he heads to the line for 2, ending a wild sequence. A lot of action there.
Yeah. Mendoza getting a little frustrated here with, you know, the foul calling by the refs, but it's, you know, it's not in his control. I mean, it was a clear foul. You know, Johnny goes up to contact. Yeah. Contact's there. Did he fall away a little bit? Yes, but I mean, it was still a foul.
Right.
As you know.
So that was the 6th foul of the half, and he's shooting here, which means that every Monroe-Woodbury foul for the rest of the game will lead to Warwick free throws, which not a position you want to be in this early in the half.
No, definitely not. I mean, you know, Monroe's definitely getting a little frustrated here. You know, they just haven't really been clicking really tonight. Most of their points have been really just, you know, scrappy rebounds, couple 3-pointers, couple jumpers, but, you know, Warwick, you can tell they've done the same, but most of there's been a build-up. They've got a play set up. But, I mean, you can tell Monroe's definitely getting frustrated. Mendoza especially, you know, he's voicing to his coach, to also to his teammates, just trying to get something going for them.
And you want to talk about causing frustration. Skylar Rodriguez. I mean, it comes down to him every time, just the job he's done defensively, as there's another miss by the Crusaders. Rodriguez has been all over Mendoza. There's a 3-pointer nailed by Kingston, which cuts it to 12, closest it's been all half.
You know, big 3 there. Try and get Monroe back in this game, cut the lead down a little bit.
Ball was thrown away on that one, and Mendoza's going to take things for his Crusaders. Skylar Rodriguez knocks it away, gets the steal, and draws the foul. Incredible. Skylar Rodriguez is there a defensive player of the year in 79?
I don't know, but if there was, yeah, he'd definitely be up there. You know, just another scrappy play by Skylar, and this perfect example we just said before. This leads to free throws, which is it's huge for the Cats, and it's, you know, something that Monroe is definitely gonna, you know, scratch their head a little bit after this game.
The Cats, believe it or not, haven't even committed a single foul this half. 7 for the Crusaders. 1-1. First shot missed. Harrison Neal gets the board. Now Harrison has it. Rodriguez, now Josiah. Cats moving it around everywhere. Long 3, Harrison Neal, no good. Skylar Rodriguez secures the board after Josiah fought for it. And finally, the Crusaders come away with the basketball. Mendoza, drive. Forced to pass it up, and another missed 3. The rebound was secret. Was that an and one?
Yeah, it was an and one.
Was an and one
there.
Or no. Yes, so 2 points go up on the board. This can cut it to single digits. Skylar Rodriguez taking a seat on the bench.
I didn't see who the foul was called on. I think it was either Skylar or Jacob.
Yeah.
It might have been. I think it might have been Skylar.
They were both in the area. I missed it as well.
I think, you know, they just got outmatched with the height there.
Free throw miss, but still a 10-point game. This is peak opportunity for the Crusaders with 1:18 to play in the quarter. Here is Jacob. Give to Harrison. Harrison Neal straight to the basket. Got hacked by number 14, Darryl Davis, and he will shoot 2 at the line.
Yeah, I mean, good roll there by Harrison. I mean, you could have called a foul on all 3 of those players from Monroe, but Monroe's just getting beat. Sorry for stepping on you, but I mean, Monroe's just getting beat so easily, it seems. I mean, Harrison, you know, just quick spin move, and he's right there at the hole.
Harrison's just such a good player. I mean, with all the players that have stepped up for the Cats this year, it kind of makes you forget about just how dominant he is sometimes. He's averaging 17 and 10 on the year. He'll be in the player of the year mix. He'll probably make all section first team if we're being honest.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, this team is just so well-rounded. It's hard to, like, there's not real just one superstar. I mean, you have your big three, but, I mean, everyone contributes on a nightly basis.
Right.
And to have something like that for Warwick, you know, it's something that they're extremely thankful to, you know, almost have, you could say.
Mendoza missed the three. Rodriguez out of the game, and he still can't score. Jordan Medeiros grabbed the miss and give to Gonzalez. Jacob Gonzalez looking for something. He gave it to Harrison Neal. With 43 seconds to go, Cats might want to try to go 2 for 1. Doesn't look like they will. Latrell Willis going to drive. Going to kick to Josiah Jones. Tries the three. Off the back rim, no good. And now 27 seconds. I imagine Monroe-Woodbury wants to get it back to 10.
Yeah, great defense by Latrell there. Gets a hand in there, pokes that ball free. They'll slow it up for them. And Latrell is locking in here on defense so far.
Yes, he is taking over right where Skyrod left off on Mendoza, the junior. Doing good work so far. Here's Mendoza. Harrison Neal switches on to him. Down to 10 seconds to play. What are they going to draw up? He's double teamed. He's trying to fight through the screen. Harrison Neal not giving up any room. 2 seconds. He whips it. He's got to shoot. And that was number 20, Jaden Nazir, who couldn't get the three to fall. Look, good quarter for the Crusaders. They're fighting. It's a 12-point game. Anything can happen in this fourth and final quarter. You will not want to miss it.
An endangered species is a type of organism that is threatened by extinction. The number of endangered animal species is increasing every day. The largest cause of endangerment is almost always created by human activities. Healthy ecosystems depend on these animal species, and we as humans rely on strong ecosystems to sustain our environment and life. We need to protect these rare species at all costs. WWF works to conserve endangered species and protect endangered spaces.
Another good scrappy defensive play by Warwick there. You know, Harrison, you know, active on defense. I've said this so many times tonight, but I mean, yet again, just another good example of why this team is so good defensively.
How about the pump fake? Shane McAuliffe, oh, can't get the three to go. Beautiful pump fake still. And Jaden Nazir has the ball now. Looking to up the tempo. And corner through is missed. Cats can't get a board, so second chance opportunity. Sloppy passing from the Crusaders gives it right back to Warwick. A minute in, they have 7 minutes. They just have to hold the Crusaders off for still up by 12.
Yeah, great job by Coach Macca here, telling Harrison, you know, slow it down.
How about that?
One of the luckiest passes you'll see, and
yeah.
Unlucky didn't fall.
Luck going both ways on the same play. Interesting to see. And it was kicked by a Wildcat defender, I believe, which will keep it on this end.
And Latrell, got to say, this is probably one of his best games he's had so far.
Oh, absolutely. He's had a big role, too. He's getting a lot of minutes, and it's paying off for him.
I shouldn't say that. Probably his best defensive game. I mean, he's had a couple great games so far this season, but probably one of his best defensive games that I've seen so far.
There's Mendoza finally getting back in the score sheet after a long stretch of being locked up. Oh, that was a bad pass, which allows the Crusaders to go to the hole and cut it to 8 points. Coach Mackey is not happy. He calls a timeout. 6:20 to go, but Monroe-Woodbury right back in it.
Yeah, I mean, just sloppy play from the Cats there. It's just getting too easy for Monroe to, you know, get these steals and just easy buckets. You know, Coach Mackey, you can tell he's definitely frustrated with the way his team's playing so far in this fourth quarter, but you know, they've done well. You know, they've had their ups and downs in this game, but you know, they've definitely come back, and you know, I'm sure they'll be totally fine here.
Yeah, you know, you see everyone dialed in. We'll probably have some substitutions out of match and out of the break. All standing. You know, we're in a good position, like physically position, me and Jerome talking about, because we're right next to Coach Mackey. So we hear all the stuff, you know, he tries to mutter under his breath, and it gives us a good sense of what he's thinking. A lot of the stuff he says cannot repeat.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have that big scorers table that you see in the NBA in college, where it's like all the stats people, all like the social media people and the general media. I mean, we're right here. We're right on the court.
We're on the table. We're literally 5 feet from Coach as we speak. He's probably listening in on our conversation. Harrison Neal, give to Jacob Gonzalez. 6 minutes to play. Here's Latrell. So no substitutions were made, actually. Harrison gets the left to fall. The timeout pays off.
Great pass by Latrell. Nice bounce pass from Latrell to lead Harrison for the easy bucket. And, Harrison doing his job, finishing the easy layups.
I've said it before, I've said it again. If you call a timeout, you should expect to score off of that timeout. And the fact that Coach Mackey's team usually do, good thing. There's the answer, though, from the Crusaders. So still an 8-point ball game.
And Monroe, fighting back here, chipping away at the lead every single possession that they get.
Here is Gonzalez. Time becoming more and more of a factor in this game. 5.5 minutes to play right now. That pass nearly jumped. Gonzalez recovers it. He gives inside. Latrell Willis got blocked. And was that a foul? Yes.
Yeah.
Foul call. Okay, number 20, Jaden Nazir.
Might have to give that one to Monroe there. I thought they were going to get a block there.
That looked like a clean block to me. But nonetheless, it sends Latrell Willis to the line. Got some substitutions coming in a minute for the Cats.
A little congrats there from Skylar and Johnny.
Yeah, and they run in again. They're interacting with Drew here. And it's going to be Josiah taking a seat. Skylar Rodriguez will come in for Latrell once he finishes shooting. Hit the first free throw. Let's see if he can be a perfect 2 for 2 from the line. Yes, he can. He got it to fall. Skylar comes into the game where he will look to continue to clamp up John Carlos Mendoza, one of the better players on this team, even in the section, really.
Yeah, Latrell's having a night tonight. Besides Jacob, Jacob's done. He's doing the best so far. A great block by Johnny
that was
there.
Incredible. Johnny, perfect position. And Shane McCalf layup on the other end doesn't fall. So now the Crusaders going to throw a long, risky pass that landed. Oh, Harrison Neal, it's a block party in the mine. How about that? Harrison Neal and Johnny Lufkovich blocks on back-to-back plays. We're down under 5 minutes to go. Jacob Gonzalez couldn't get the left to fall. McAuliffe rebound in the paint. He's going to slow things down. And they're going to call a timeout.
I'm kind of, that was a great block by Harrison there. And, smallest kid on the court, Shane McAuliffe, grabbing a rebound there. It was great to see. Great
Not
job
just
by
any
Shane.
rebound. Like, he grabbed it right in the paint.
Oh,
right
yeah.
under the basket.
Right
It's
under the basket,
absurd
yeah.
that he's able to get in that position and make the play. Absolutely incredible to see. So now, look, 4.5 minutes to play. You're up by 10. It's a game that can go either way. What are you talking about now if you're Coach Hahn for the Crusaders?
They just got to keep doing what they're doing. Maybe even a little bit more. Setting it up. Definitely probably slowing it down. They're kind of rushing everything, but get over half, slow it down, set something up. I know you only got 4 minutes and 40 seconds left, but you just got to slow it down. It's only a 10-point game, and 2 quick threes, you're right back in this, cut it down to 4 points.
Yeah.
So, honestly, got to just slow it down and work. They just got to keep going. They can't live with the turnovers in this game.
They've made a sizable dent in this lead. It was up. Warwick was up by 20 at a point in the second half, and now it's down to 10. Mack has just got to tell his team about closing. This is a senior-led team. There's experience here. They know how to handle big moments. Let's see if they can pull through.
Yeah, we talked earlier pregame. They got to play 32 minutes of their basketball,
right.
And they've done it so far. They just got to keep going. They
Yeah.
got to keep scoring because Monroe's a good team. But, earlier in the season, I believe Monroe was up by 20, and we came back and won by 10. So,
yeah.
They can definitely do it. It's not that Monroe is not a talented team. They got all the talent in the world.
Okay, so it is going to be our ball, Wildcat basketball, underneath the basket. Jacob Gonzalez to inbound, as usual. It's the starting 5 out there. They may close the game. Harrison Neal, nothing but net on the shot, and that puts us up by 12. Okay, McDermott now. He's been quiet recently. Errant pass. Wide open 3. They needed that one. Couldn't get it to fall. It was number 12, Eric Estrada on the miss. And now, Jacob Gonzalez settling down.
Another great job by Harrison there, using his height, boxing out, grabbing the rebound.
The Cats up, 45-33. Johnny Lefkovich. The ball. Gets it to McAuliffe. Wanted to shoot. Instead, and he was swatted. And a foul called. He'll shoot 2. Mackey, as Shane prepares to shoot, called the rest of his team over. He has something he wants to tell him. Something he's not happy about. Regardless,
Yeah.
McAuliffe prepares for his free throws.
A little more concerned about Shane. That, there's a hard foul on him coming across. Glad he didn't, fall on the back of his head. That's what I thought was just about to happen there.
And he drains the free throw. Yeah, you always get some scary moments.
That was
Thankfully,
definitely one of them.
we're very lucky, at least on this channel, that we haven't seen any major injuries unfold. I remember seeing DeAndre Johnson, go for a dunk, miss, landed on the ground. That was a scary moment for sure.
Yeah. You just don't want to see it in any sport that you're playing. Something happen to someone, but glad Shane was okay there.
So Cats up by 14. It's now or never for the Crusaders.
Just a hand, Shane, hand.
Desir wanted to pop instead. Gonna drive, pull up for the jumper, no good, and Harris Neal has the miss. Now Lupkovic. They're moving it. Shane McAuliffe decides not to shoot. He's gonna run off more clock. We're down to 3.5 minutes. Here's Skylar Rodriguez. Inside Lupkovic, or Gonzalez rather. He gets the layup to go, and the Cats are up by 16 points.
Great job by Jacob there, using the body, going up strong, and getting the layup to fall.
Come on, Sky.
Okay, here's Mendoza.
Good work, Skylar.
Skylar all over him. Mendoza drives, runs right into Neal, and he gets the layup to fall there. Finally scores on Rodriguez. Timeout called Monroe-Woodbury. 3 minutes to go, they're down 14. They're got to go all in now. You got to commit to something, get something to go, because you're running out of time.
Yeah, big timeout for Monroe here. You can see Coach talking it over with his team here. Definitely just got to dial themselves back into this game. The lead's kind of pulling away from them. They got the quick, easy, bucket there, but got to keep going here. Can't slow down, because this Warwick team, we've seen it so many times. This Warwick team will just take over in this fourth quarter, and they're doing so right now. And this lead is increasing by the minute.
Yeah, off the timeout, Warwick is always just so composed. It's something that you got to really respect about Mackey and the job he's done. First of all, it's a team that hasn't had 13 wins in a season since, I don't know when, but a really, really long time. They haven't had it happen this decade, at the very least. Well, for next game, we'll have that number on when they've won this many games. It's the best start in school history, and you got to credit Coach Mackey with what he's done to this squad.
Yeah, Coach Mackey, he's definitely had some rough years. A couple great teams around in this area, but this is definitely the year. This team's come so far, and it's just so great to see that the senior year of these kids, that they're thriving right now. So it's just great to see.
Right, it's a good time for everything to be panning out, and now let's just get back to the game, see if they can finish it off. There's Neal. Oh, that pass was jumped, and it goes out of bounds. Ball rolled at us. PTSD from last game. I had a ball hit me in the face. I caught it, but it knocked my headset off. That was a wild experience.
Yeah, I was unfortunately not there. Kind of really upset that I couldn't broadcast that game with you, Theo, but
that was one of the wildest basketball experiences I've ever seen. Thankfully, we have a much more competitive and entertaining game here tonight as McAuliffe drive. 3 defenders and draws the foul. Basketball logic. You have Shane McAuliffe driving at you. There are 3 defenders on him. Don't commit the foul, right? How do you let that happen?
You just got to go straight up.
Play him straight up. Hope that you'll miss the shot. That's a bad spot to foul.
Monroe's given up 10 fouls in the second half, and Warwick's given up 1.
Right. Tail of the tape right there. Monroe is, I'd argue, outplayed us in this half, and it doesn't show on the scoreboard because of the fouls. McAuliffe can't get the first to go. 2:44 to go in this game. So again, Crusaders going to have to go fast after this shot. 15 points. Warwick's cleared the 50-point barrier. Here is Mendoza. Rodriguez giving up a little bit of room. Oh, not there. Beautiful defense. And Harris Neal strips it right from McDermott and throws it off his leg. Harris Neal was out of bounds before he threw it off McDermott.
That's That's a high IQ play there by
It is.
Harrison. You know, not going up for the rebound. You know when he's going to go up, then you slap the ball right out.
Yeah, beautiful.
Unlucky he didn't get the deflection off McDermott there, but
Mig-
great defensive play by Jacob there.
Yeah, McDermott threw a pass that was nearly stolen by Jacob, instead reflected, or deflected rather. And 2.5 minutes to go in this one. Well, that pass had no destination. It was lucky that number 13, Bryce Williams, could recover it. 3-pointer up. They need this. Desir can't get it. Rebound McDermott. And again, Cats can just knock it right out of McDermott's hand. I mean, he's the biggest player out on the court, and he is just not imposing his will on this one like he should be. Actually, was fouled on that one. It was McAuliffe who got whistled trying to reach in.
Yeah, maybe a smart foul there. I don't know what McDermott's free throw percentage is there, but maybe good job, kind of taking the foul, just, don't give up the 2 points.
McDermott 0 for 2 from the line. Those are some bad-looking shots. Mendoza got the miss. Double clutches it in, and it's 13 points with 2 minutes to go. Still a winnable ball game. Cats just got to play it smart and run off some clock. Here's McAuliffe. Runs into a trap. Can't get it to anyone. Mendoza trying to steal, and McAuliffe recovers. Beautiful play. And timeout, Coach Mackey, with 1:49 to go. Cats clinging on to the 13-point lead, in great shape right now.
Yeah, a little frustration brewing for the Cats here. But, still holding on to this lead with 1:50 left.
Let's talk about Skylar Rodriguez again. I mean, we bring up his name all the time. Not a last broadcast, 2 broadcasts ago, we covered against Kingston. Kamante Thaw, one of the best players in the section. He's just been excellent all year. Skylar Rodriguez was giving him fits. Like, he was all over Thaw all game. Thaw actually committed a technical, was out of the game. Rodriguez, his defense had a big role in that, frustrating him to the point of ejection. And we're seeing the same effect on Mendoza tonight. Not necessarily him getting ejected, but the defense he's done. Mendoza having one of his worst games of the season.
Yeah, I mean, totally forgot about the ejection now that you bring it up. I remember Skylar just being dominant that game, but I mean, the ejection, he was so dominant that whole entire game.
Right.
Led to two technical fouls. Then we got all mixed up with the free throws and stuff like that, but yet again, he's just dominating. Whoever the best defender is, doesn't matter the height, speed, weight, whatever. It doesn't matter who it is. You already know Skylar goes to Coach Mack, says, all right, who's the best player? And you already know Skylar will be on that player the whole entire game.
He was a little too small to guard DeAndre Johnson, but he guarded El Nathan Johnson against Newberg, and that's a star player, and Skylar did a great job on him as well. So there's a foul. And, so Warwick fouled. It's a foul you can afford to give up,
Yeah, I mean,
you don't let him get into any transition. I like it.
Yeah, Warwick's kind of definitely struggled a little bit here in the second half of with Monroe's transition, so definitely a smart foul. I mean, you're not in really any foul trouble.
That's a mistake you cannot make. Man, look at the body language from number 13, Bryce Williams, after he threw that pass. One of the rare seniors on this team. And that pass was just nowhere near its destination. 1:33 to go. Cats looking to ice it with really any score here. Oh, Upkovich was not blocked, fouled on that shot. He'll go to the line.
And Skylar going to check right back into this game. Quick breather for him. Goes right back in it, like always.
Yeah, very interesting advice. I just heard Skylar getting it from his assistant coach, and this is really just game management 101. He was told, if the defender gets by you, you reach in, you foul him. And that's great advice to give in this kind of situation.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect to hear that really, but I was just about to say that right when you looked at me and timeout called here by Monroe.
So Monroe gave up the 2 free throws, answered back with a layup of their own. It's still a 13-point game with 1:24, and they are really, really, really running out of time here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're you can kind of tell that they're kind of defeated, really.
Right.
And Sirico got it right tonight. Let's
Yeah,
go.
you know, Sirico gives us a shout out every game. He's called it Warwick Television. Yeah, here's our fans. You know, hopefully some of these fans tune in on Warwick Valley Television. And look, it's a pretty full house. I mean, it was rec basketball night. Some of the fans have left. Most of them stayed to watch this team win, and hopefully we have a good turnout in our season finale, right? Our home finale, which will be against Valley Central in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from tomorrow, I believe, February 15th. That will be a fun one.
Are we covering any more home games for the boys the rest of the year? I know we're doing a couple more girls
Valley
ones.
Central's the only other home game. We're
Are
on
we
the road
covering
a lot.
it?
Yeah, we are.
We are, okay.
So we're at Washingtonville,
Awesome.
at NFA, at Middletown, and at Kingston, and right in between that, Valley Central home game, and we will be filming that.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, every time, you know, you send me out, you text me, oh, we're doing this game, I get so excited. Girls, boys, I mean, both teams are doing so well. It's just great to see.
Good time to be a basketball fan in Warwick right now as Jake Gonzalez recovers the pass. That one nearly hit the top of the ceiling here.
Yeah, I mean, it's something you don't really hear a lot. You know, Warwick fans excited about basketball in Wildcat country. You know, had a couple down years, but I mean, this year, you know, 14-1.
Right. And Neil fouled there trying to throw up the three, saying he should get 3 shots. I don't think the ref's buying it.
No, I mean.
Yeah. Regardless of it, look, a minute to go, Cats up 13. No conceivable way this game falls apart, and Warwick is just going to improve on their near perfect start to this season.
Yeah, I mean, we covered the Newburgh game, close game the whole entire time. You know, the Newburgh pulled away, but I mean, Warwick, every team that they played so far. I mean, the Washville game on Friday was close. I
Yes.
wasn't able to go to that because I was at Wagner, but just, you know, probably one of the best games so far this season for them. Well, I think they won by, what, 5 points, I think it was?
7 they closed out by.
And that was the game that was canceled, I think. That was the makeup, or was it the away? Yeah.
Pine Bush was the makeup.
Pine Bush,
it was,
okay.
Pine Bush, a non-threat, really, in this section.
Yeah.
They're really one of the few cupcake games you have down the stretch. I mean, you take a look at it, Pine Bush has been really the only blowout games the Cats have had because every other team is so good. There's a missed 3. Monroe-Woodbury is just chucking up shots at this point. Can't blame them. And they're fighting for the ball. Goes out of bounds with 42 seconds. You know, you look at the remaining schedule. They're all games. They're all rematches from earlier this season. You know, at Washingtonville, who we beat by 7. NFA was our lone loss by 4 points. That'll be an electric game in Newburgh. At Middletown, we played them early season. We beat them by just 6. You know, Valley Central, we beat on a Shane McAuliffe game-winning 3. That one was down to the wire. And at Kingston to close the season, that's a game that was very close and probably the most fun game we've covered this year, I'd say.
And that's going to do it for tonight.
Yeah.
Just going back to Pine Bush, I mean, definitely a down year for Pine Bush. I mean, they had a couple when I was like 7th and 8th grade, the Powell brothers, who are now playing Division II basketball over. I think one of them's at Pace. But I mean, Pine Bush, you know, down year for them, but, you know, Warwick, another victory for them under the belt.
Programs have streaks, programs have slumps. Warwick was in a slump. Now they are streaking. The Cats are 14-1. Who would have thought at the beginning of the season? They are a threat. This is a fun time to be a Warwick fan. You see the 2 teams, you know, shaking hands half court. Monroe-Woodbury falls to 10-4. Don't go away. We'll have more post-game coverage for you in a minute.